You swipe your card for a morning coffee. You make your monthly car payment. It all feels completely normal. But these routines are actually carefully engineered mechanisms designed by financial institutions to ensure your bank account stays as close to zero as possible. Think of it like a maze of gears. Every time you earn $1, it flows through a system designed to siphon off a few drops here, a few drops there, until there is nothing left for you to keep. I know exactly how this feels because I spent years stuck inside it. When I was a 16-year-old carpenter's apprentice making bare minimum wages, I was drowning in debt. The system had me perfectly trapped until I figured out how to break the machinery. You can earn a massive salary, but if the system is quietly siphoning it all away, you will still end up broke. Before you can build true wealth, you have to master what I call defensive finance. To beat this system, you have to identify the 5 major wealth traps designed to bleed you dry and neutralize them one by one. We are going to break down each of these threats like a game. We'll look at their danger level, the specific status effect they inflict on your wallet, and most importantly, the exact defense strategy required to beat them. Once you learn how to read these threat assessments, you can finally stop that silent, everyday bleed that keeps the middle class running on a treadmill. Trap number 1 is the status car. I give this a 5 out of 5 danger level because it inflicts a devastating status effect on millions of people, being car poor. The car industry spends billions convincing you that driving a high-end vehicle equals success. But the reality is, most people are taking out massive loans just to project an image of wealth to impress people they don't even know. Let's strip away the luxury for a second and look at a sensible choice. If you buy a standard $27,000 vehicle, the sticker price is just the beginning of what it actually costs you over a 5-year period. The second you drive off the lot, that car starts losing value. Over 5 years, you will lose nearly $11,000 to depreciation alone, and that is before you factor in the thousands you'll spend on compounding insurance premiums and loan interest. You are actively paying interest on an asset that is rapidly dropping in value. These financed vehicles are the ultimate wealth killers, perfectly disguised by brilliant marketing as an absolute social necessity. That brings us to trap number 2, buy now, pay later schemes and credit cards. This is another 5 out of 5 danger level, engineered to lock you into a cycle of predatory debt. When you carry a balance on a credit card, you are typically hit with 20 to 30% recurring interest rates. It is mathematically impossible to out-earn that kind of penalty on a normal salary. Imagine trying to win a race while deploying a massive parachute behind your car. No matter how hard you press the accelerator at work, that compounding interest is dragging you backward. Your defense strategy here is simple and aggressive. You must pay off all consumer debt immediately. Eliminating a 20% interest rate provides the exact same mathematical benefit as earning a guaranteed 20% return on an investment. Trap number 3 is the 0.1% savings account. This gets a 4 out of 5 danger level because it exploits a very natural human desire, the need for safety. The banks tell you your money is safe with them, offering you a fraction of a percent in interest. Meanwhile, over the last 60 years, inflation has averaged 3.8% annually, silently eating away at what your money can actually buy. This chart shows a standard 0.5% interest rate compared to 3.8% inflation over 60 years. Your tiny gains are aggressively crushed. Look at this expanding red zone. That is the evaporation of your true purchasing power. Its actual value is shrinking by the minute. Leaving your cash in a traditional savings account is a mathematical guarantee that you will get poorer over time. You have to execute a defensive shift, moving that cash into high-yield savings accounts or money market funds to at least match the pace of inflation. Trap number 4 is untracked subscriptions, sitting at a 3 out of 5 danger level. Software and entertainment companies have built a $34 billion recurring revenue industry that relies entirely on you simply forgetting you're paying them. To defend against this, you need to execute a ruthless bank statement audit. Go through every line and cancel any recurring charge that doesn't actively support your health, your work, or your daily survival. Finally, we reach trap number 5, impulse buying and keeping up with the Joneses. This is a 4 out of 5 danger level, where you stretch your budget to the breaking point just to keep pace with the spending habits of your peers. Companies prey on your emotions, using brilliant marketing to trigger a dopamine hit. People end up dropping thousands on a diamond-encrusted watch or designer label, chasing a feeling of belonging rather than securing actual value. Your defense strategy is the 7-day rule. When you feel the urge to buy something you don't actually need, force yourself to wait exactly 1 week. That pause gives your brain time to separate the brand hype from the item's actual utility. By defeating these final psychological traps, you stop acting on impulse and reclaim your financial agency from corporate marketing departments. Once you plug these 5 leaks, you completely neutralize the mechanisms designed to extract your wealth. You've stopped the bleeding and built yourself a secure financial fortress. The vault is sealed. The money you earn is finally staying in your possession, protected from the systems that used to drain it dry. But here is the hard truth. Defensive finance alone does not make you rich. All it does is stop your descent into poverty. Now that you've reclaimed your monthly cash flow, you have to pivot. That money needs to be deployed offensively so it can start compounding and growing on its own. To see exactly how to multiply your newly secured capital, click the video on your screen right now. I'll show you the exact offensive stock market strategies you need to build true lasting wealth. I'll see you over there.